These stick figure niches are blowing up on YouTube right now. This channel got 100,000 subscribers in less than a month, and it got a video with 7 million views, and it's very basic AI slideshow channel with stick figure. And this channel here blew up in the last 10 days, and it got 1.5 thousand views. One video here with 200,000 views, and I'm sure this channel will get monetized today or tomorrow. So these channels are absolutely taking off, and this one here got 10,000 subscribers in only 2 weeks. So as you can see, these 2D explainer channels are absolutely still alive, and even though some channels got demonetized, as you can see, it's still alive. And I'm going to be covering how to make these videos and my tips on how to make it safer. So let's get right into it. We'll be taking a look at this accent channel and try to replicate the style. So let's actually open a video right now so we get an idea.
You're talking to someone. You make eye contact. Suddenly you're hyper aware they're looking directly into you. How long do you hold it? Where do you look? You've experienced this 1,000 times, and you've never had a word for it until now. Thoughts are...
As you can see, this is a very fast-paced AI slideshow channel where it's basically stick figures with a little bit of text and, very basic cartoon-like style. And so these channels are actually quite easy to replicate with AI, and I'm going to show you exactly how I would do it, and we're gonna be trying this together live, okay? So this is the software I use, and normally I would show you how to create the script and voiceover. But for this video, we're actually going to skip that. But normally you would go to the create script page and the create voiceover page. But for this one, we're actually going to skip right ahead to the visual step, which is the most interesting one. So for this experiment, I just downloaded the voiceover file so that we can create visuals for it. And let's actually go right ahead. So I already created a preset inside this software here. And what I basically did is I clicked add style here, then I pasted these 3 images here, and then I clicked auto describe style, and it produced this visual style description here. And I created a creative direction here, which is more like what is the imagery about, what do the images contain. And I did that by simply opening up Claude, and I pasted the images in a new chat with Claude and asked it to give me the creative direction, and it gave me a bunch of stuff here that I just copy pasted. Okay, so super simple so far. And for the image prompt model, I recommend Gemini Free Flash. It's a good balance of price and quality according to my own testing. And for the default image model, for this kind of niche, if you want to go on the cheaper side, then I recommend using Grok Imagine, because this is very good. I mean, pretty damn good for the price. So let's continue to image generation. And here, in the start, it's very fast-paced, like a new image every couple of seconds, and that's because they also have very short sentences. So for this one, we could just say minimum image duration 2 seconds, number of images. Well, it depends on how much you want to pay, because you could leave it empty and just do 400 images or something. But for our purposes, we're actually going to limit it to 20 image prompts just to see how this is going to look like. So let's generate the image prompts right now. Now let's generate some of the images to see how they actually turned out. So let's actually take a quick look. So yeah, this is a stick figure. I mean, very basic illustrations. And this one, you can see the eye here looks a bit weird. So we're gonna try regenerate this one. And this is what happens if you pick cheaper models. If you want the best quality, I would recommend using the Nano Banana 2 model. Yes, it's more expensive, but you get higher quality. And we got another version here. It's still not perfect at all, to be honest. So if we wanted to use Nano Banana 2, then we would go back to step 2 here and select Nano Banana 2. Or we could enable advanced mode here and then have different segments where we use Nano Banana 2 in the beginning, because that's where the quality matters, and then we use Grok Imagine afterwards. But let's continue looking here. So you can see that it's also capable of generating text. This is one of the strengths of the Grok Imagine model. And here we also have eye contact, physical contact. So overall, I would say this is actually not bad at all. Let's generate a few more. This one here, okay, that looks great. And as you can see, this feels pretty close to the style, I would say. Like basic stick figures, very basic backgrounds. So this one is pretty good. And here, okay, this one is kind of weird. Once again, a car within a car or something. So yeah, if you use Grok Imagine, it might be worth it to generate each image manually, and then you can regenerate the ones that turn out bad. So this is just to tell you guys, this system ain't perfect, But if you chose something like Nano Banana 2, it will come out better. So let's generate the rest of the images and see how that goes. Then we click the Generate All Visuals button. Overall, I would say this is pretty good. And we pretty much one-shotted this, and you can regenerate the ones that are bad. Now let's go to continue to the render page to see how this would actually turn out. So let's hit render video. And let's take a look at the final video.
You're talking to someone. You make eye contact. Suddenly you're hyper aware they're looking directly into you. How long do you hold it? Where do you look? You've experienced this 1,000 times, and you've never had a word for it until now. OP. The intense discomfort of sustained eye contact. Your amygdala fire. Your pupils dilate. Eye contact triggers the same neural pathways as physical. That's why it feels invasive, because to your brain, it is. Sonder. You're stuck in traffic. The car next to you. There's a person inside. To you, they're just background scenery story. But here's what your brain suddenly realizes. That person has a life as complex and vivid as you. They have a family, secrets, regrets, dreams they've never told. Right now, they're thinking about something you'll never. They're living an entire existence, and you'll never see even one. This sudden overwhelming awareness that every stranger is the protagonist, that's Sonder. And once you learn the word, you can't stop noticing. Chrysalis, you're home, storm out, rain hammering the wind, thunder rolling in the... You're warm, you're safe. You're watching chaos from behind glass. There's a specific peaceful feeling that comes sheltered while the world outside...
I thought this was actually pretty damn good. And we also enabled the zoom effect and subtitles, so you can do that easily on this render page. But as you can see, guys, that's how easy it is to make these stick figure channels. Now, if you want to go for the high quality, I really recommend using Nano Banana 2, even though it's more expensive. And inside the software, you can actually connect your own Google API key. In the API key settings, you can connect your Google API key so that you can save more money instead of using AI credits. So this is one way you can save a bit of cost using this tool, or you can vibe code your own. But yeah, guys, this is just to show you these channels are absolutely blowing up. And instead of copying these channels or niches directly, I would highly recommend that you introduce some kind of twist. So you could paste all of these video topics into Claude and just ask it, hey, come up with a new sub niche for these kind of channels. Because if you're just copying someone else, you're always kind of a little bit left behind. Like you're never gonna outcompete the one who came before, usually. So it is usually better to try to invent your own micro niche. And if you're interested in trying Autotube, the software that I built for my own sleep channels and explainer channels, we actually got a couple of testimonials already, which is very cool to see. We got Adash here, who's working on a sleep channel. One of his videos got 67,000 views, and he is well on his way to monetization, which is great. And we have PG here, who used Autotube for one of his existing explainer channels, and he is doing very nice here with one of the videos that generated inside the software. So I'm very happy to see this. I'm sure we'll get a lot more testimonials soon. So if you want to be the next one to really start producing some awesome results, you can use the link in the description to get a discount. And I want to give you guys some tips on how to make these channels safer, because it is true that a lot of channels like this did get hit with inauthentic content. And just keep in mind, there's absolutely no foolproof way of ensuring you don't get hit. But based on my own research and other gurus' advice, this is what I would tell you. So first of all, use a less common voice, even a voice clone or an 11 Labs voice that is less commonly used, because on 11 Labs you can actually see how much popularity a voice has. So that's one way you can use a voice that is less popular. That's a very good tip. And next one is add AI videos and stock footage throughout the video and not just AI images. And of course you can do this inside Autotube. In the advanced mode, you make different segments and you can add AI video here, or you can add AI images mixed with stock footage, and you can select the percentage of stock footage here. And you can even add different AI models, AI image models and stuff like that. So that's one more tip. And another tip is spend more time on ideation. Don't repeat the same topics and thumbnails. Obviously, this is something that all the gurus say, and I do believe it matters, because you want your channel to look like something where there is a human behind it who's actually making decisions about the real channel direction. It's not just an AI factory. And you can see these channels, they don't post every day. So yeah, I think we can learn from that. You know, this one posts like every other day or something. And next tip is use more personal language in scripts. For example, you know, things like, I think that XYZ have some opinions, and in the script writer, you can just add some custom requirements like that. Or you can provide a sample script where you have modified it to have more personal opinions. Because let's face it, most AI scripts, they don't have a lot of opinions. It's kind of like generic AI scripts. So if you force it to be more like first person, maybe that's gonna help. Who knows? Next tip is don't post every day. We already kind of talked about this, but yeah. And that's basically my tips right now. And inside the software, we're gonna make it even easier to make better videos that are more dynamic, and I'll show you an example right now. So here's an example of the kind of video you will be able to create inside autotube, which is a more curiosity-driven image style where it's sort of like you get addicted to each image because it's getting drawn gradually. So take a look at this, guys. Pretty cool, right? So it basically draws the image gradually, it gets colored, and then it shows some text here. And I think this is going to be a lot safer because let's face it, the AI systems at YouTube, they're not really used to this kind of content. And so it is a bit more dynamic because there's more things happening. It's not just a static image with some zoom pan or something. So I think this style is going to be very cool for these kind of explainer videos. And this is the kind of stuff we're adding to autotube, and a lot more cool stuff coming very soon, guys. So I would recommend you get in now before the prices increase. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you learned something. There's a lot of opportunities here. So be creative. Don't just copy these channels, but find your own micro niche. Just chat with Claude. Just copy paste all these titles into it, and I'm sure you can find a good micro niche. Remember, do some research because the riches are in the niches. Also, guys, if you're interested in learning how to create your own AI pipeline for faceless YouTube videos based on AI, I'm actually considering to open up a community, a paid community where you can speak to me directly, and I'll help you create your own AI faceless pipeline for script writing, voiceover, visuals generation, rendering, thumbnails, everything. And keep in mind, this channel that I made here is pretty much the videos for the last 3 months or so have been 0 or 1 click generated. It's pretty much AI running this channel now. All of these titles here were generated by AI with no influence from me at all, which is absolutely insane to think about. So I do know a little bit what I'm talking about, and even though it got hit with inauthentic, I'm working on new explainer and classic YTA channels. So there's a lot of stuff going on, guys. It's very exciting. And if you're interested in being able to vibe code your own solutions to generate these kind of videos, then I might be able to help you. So if you're interested, link in description below. You can join the wait list. And that's it, guys. See you in the next one.